if we're going to put all that time and effort into something, let's do it for something that has a big impact. And that's almost a philosophy you can have throughout life, not just in medicine, but in almost any aspect. If you're going to put the effort into something, it might as well be something that's going to be impactful. And Biogen really did that in terms of the diseases they selected and how much a medicine in that disease could change the entire course of a patient's life.
That's amazing. And those are like some really important pillars. I think I can see is like one, exactly. You're right. You're like, one, if we're gonna, like, let's not settle for incrementalism here.
Exactly.
It's kind of just like, especially if you're just putting so much blood, sweat, and tears into something, just to have, like, yeah, we're just like, we're just gonna hit a single here. Like,
exactly.
Let's not do that. That's going to be a monumental waste of time, and everyone's effort. So I love, it's just like, if we're gonna put so much work into this, swing for the fences and actually try to get a massive, like, have massive impact. And I love hearing that. And I also love having the patient input. Is I didn't realize that, like, it reminds me, kind of on just like outside of just the life sciences, when, people are, let's say a software company is trying to design a product, but they never actually talk to the end user.
Exactly.
And then they launch the product and there's like, this market doesn't even exist.
Like a big thud. Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, you're just like, well, we were just in kind of like the dungeon here, like toiling away on something that we probably would have behooved us to have this conversation. And I love how in that process of drug development, you're looping in the patients. Like, I love just like, so what would you want? Like, tell us, like, because that is what we're shooting for here. But I love how kind of close that feedback loop is. And, I can imagine you get really, really great feedback when they're like, oh, they're trying to, kind of customize this to me.